Alright, back in Quantor. Just head straight for Shurelia Laboratories. And we will finish up with Sarly. Start the list. Okay, future food. All the way down to the DHW drone. Let's go. I'm so afraid I'm going to hit Sarly in the head with those things. Oh, I know what this is. These are really convenient when you don't have much time to eat, huh? I knew you'd say that. However, the compounds in this are a little different from the ones sold in ordinary shops. I made it so it has more nutritional value, it's more filling, and doesn't crumble as easily as the normal ones. It's nice when food doesn't leave lots of crumbs. Things like this are really dry, so when you bite them, they always drop lots of tiny crumbs everywhere. So, terrible when crumbs fall on your work. Yeah, that's the worst part. Sometimes when I'm working on a machine, I feel hungry, want a snack, and end up with crumbs all over. I panic a little when they fall into places with lots of wires or crevices between complex parts in a case. I totally understand that, Sarly. It's annoying how they still manage to fall everywhere despite my being careful. Such a headache. Anyway, this food will greatly be beneficial for people who work on machines like us. Well, that was actually a pretty straightforward conversation. The girl on the bowl looks a lot like Hakuno from Fate Extract. And one on the left looks like Nero, so it's not a surprise. Is this a surprise cameo? Did the original game come out after Fate Extract? I don't remember. I think so. It's hard to say. I'd have to look it up. Okay, it's complete. Wow, this bowl is cute. Yeah, look at the food. Huh? But the bowl is the main part of the food like this. Be honest, Saul. This means you understand well. You're right. The bowl is more important than the food in dishes like this. Of course, you can't eat the bowl. This is a chicken and egg bowl, isn't it? Yes, that's right. It's a chicken and egg bowl you can find anywhere. You should try some. Okay, I will. Tender meat is covered in half-cooked egg. It's really sweet and juicy. Did you make this yourself? This was frozen food. There was a 3-minute microwavable set, so I just put that in here. It's frozen food, yet it's so good. Things sure are amazing these days. Beef bowl sounds good, too. You should go check out the frozen food section next time. Besides chicken and egg bowls, they have beef bowls, tempura bowls, cutlet bowls, Nyurostick bowls. There's a lot more varieties than I thought. I wonder what I should put in this bowl next. This will be fun. I'm just going to say this right now. Eon with Misha's hairstyle looks fantastic. And we're still making food. Ah, yes, the severed Nyuroki heads. Wow, this snack looks tasty. Hey, looking at it closely, this is a bunch of skewered Nyuroki heads. Oh, skewered Nyuroki heads work better too. Yeah, to be honest, I'm regretting making this. But the snack itself is called Nyurostick. It existed in the past. I just recreated it. Was there really a need to skewer Nyuroki's head? I thought it would look cute, like they're lined up, although it turned out to be a major failure. It didn't have to be Nyuroki. What are you talking about? If I did that, it wouldn't be a Nyurostick. It would just be a stick. There's no point to making it look like Nyuroki. There's a point to making it look like Nyuroki. I just messed up the design a little bit. I still don't see why it had to be Nyuroki. By the way, this isn't the most popular flavor. Caramel. I made the least popular one, normal flavor. It tastes like chewing on a tire, so it didn't suit Delta's taste. But do you want to try the Anasol? I'll pass. I can only imagine myself crying after eating this. That's pretty straightforward. Oh, craze pudding. The one that looks like a brain. Is this the pudding you really like, Sarly? Yes, I arrange regular pudding a little differently. I call it craze pudding. Craze? It sounds like something that would make you angry. That's not what craze means in this case, so don't be so wary. I eat this in order to relieve my stress at times. I see. Well, if you're eating it regularly, I feel a little better about it. Since I'm here, I'll have a taste. Yes, since you seem like you're holding back various things normally, so I think it's best you eat this. I don't get it, but here I go. Oh, the sweetness is unexpectedly mild. I kept the sugar content to an absolute minimum. There's no need to overconsume sugar. Would you have preferred if it was a little sweeter? No, this is still good. The caramel has some slight bitterness to it, too. It's not overly sweet, just right. I see. Oh, this is good. It seems the effects are showing for you, too. What do you mean? Huh? You realize what's going on here. Yanasol is nesting up close to you. Oh, damn it, why can't I feel anything? You're quite honest. Even if you were to eat the craze pudding, I doubt it would have an effect. Does that mean I'm doing this because of the pudding? That's right. I told you before, but the meaning of craze used in the case of this pudding is not anger. It frees you from the shackles of your normal senses and lets you do and say things normally you hold back. This is very good for stress relief when eaten alone. It might be okay when alone, but I'm not right now. But but this isn't nearly to the level I imagined. Cass's ace was quite amazing. Her character changed completely, and she even tried to kiss Delta. Hey, you don't remember what happened when the effect wears off, right? No, you remember. I can already imagine what happened to Delta afterwards. I thought you would do something similar, but it seems you're just cuddling. Yeah. But for us, even when they're so close like this, we're still so far. I see. That's true. No matter how close you are, the one sitting here is Earthez, not him. The real you is in another dimension, controlling Earthez. Yeah, that's why the thing I want most is actually... That's why the thing I want most is to actually be able to touch. I think I've said that to a few times already, too. I see. Seems like this crazed pudding isn't really necessary for getting out us all. The real merit is in feeding this to Cass. Don't tease Cass too much, okay? Oh, Sarly, you're such a troll. You dance, good time for a drink. I don't know how much that picked up on the mic. Alright, Tokikaga's Magatama. Wow, what a lovely Magatama! You knew of a Magatama as well, Yanasal? Yeah, I've never seen a real one, but they appear a lot in fantasy novels. It seems there are a few in this present era who have actually seen one. Anyway, this Magatama is actually an accessory I made for Cass. Wait, really? Then I guess I can't take this. No, you actually have plenty of right to take this as well. I call this Tokikaga's Magatama, and you are actually the image I used when making this item. Really? Yes, Tokikaga is a word referring to a person who has traveled across many dimensions. That's quite fitting for you. I see. I never knew someone like me was called a Tokikagara. Still, this is just an item using the image of the Tokikagara, so there's little represented in you. Yeah, but it's fitting of Eon. I'm happy you say that. I really like accessories like this. I'm happy that you've taken a liking to it. No, that was a quick and easy conversation. Alright, Genius Red Soup. The fact that this is a medicine dance rather than a food dance scares me. I do like how Sarly's hair bounces while she's doing that dance, though. That's cute. It tastes so bad, but it really does clear the mind. Right? Do you like it? Yeah, it's so bad that it takes some courage to drink, but I like the awakening feeling it gives. By the way, Delta and Cass tried this too, right? Did they like it? No, quite the opposite. It seems that it doesn't suit them. I see. Well, we can't help that with this flavor, but it still seems a little wasteful. Seriously, I agree on that. Don't you think so too? If there was a drink that clears your head, wouldn't you drink it regardless of the taste? No, of course I would drink it. That's good. I don't know what I would have done if you said you wouldn't drink it too. To be honest, I was starting to worry that Yana saw myself were just abnormal. No way, it's not possible. Yes, I agree. Seems I was overthinking things after clearing my head with the Genius Red Soup. I wonder if it's possible to refresh your mind too much. What about the Stealth Relief drink? Also the medicine dance. I can't find it. Don't give up. You need to find the Nyuroki hidden somewhere in this shop. You say that, but finding Nyuroki hidden in a place with so much stuff would be... Oh, I found it! Sarly, it's there! You hid it behind that shelf, didn't you? That's right. It took you a little time, but it seems you were able to find it. I just happened to see some light in the shape of Nyuroki behind that shelf. This self-relief drink is really amazing. Its uses are fairly limited, but it makes it unexpectedly easy to find hidden items. Yeah, we'll just ask about the lie detector. I see, so you're asking whether you can detect lies where the truth is hidden. Unfortunately, this is made for finding hidden physical items, so it can't detect feelings or thoughts. I guess that's expected. The only thing that happens when you use this is hidden items glowing anyway. That's just how it is. You should just use it to find things that have a tangible form. You know, a lot of these conversations just feel like they're a lot shorter than the others, but this one, yeah, we'll just let it play out on its own. We've already had 4 of the 5 dances with Sorrow too. But this is her main one. We'll be singing it a lot. Alright, the handmade muffler. Wow, this muffler is cool. Did you really build this by hand, Sarly? Yes, I built the entire thing. Unfortunately, handmade mufflers always end up being irregularly shaped. There are bends and indentations here and there. It looks like something salvaged from a car accident. No, that's not true. To me, that's just evidence of your hard work, and your determination not to give up and finish the job. I'm sure Shirotaka would think the same thing when he sees it. Yes, I see. Yes, that's right. I'm sure Shirotaka would feel that way. I hope you can give it to him soon. Yep, yeah, this ended well. I shouldn't say anything. Basically, Eon and Sarly are kindred spirits when it comes to things like that. Anyway, Pepinut Mark. Yeah, we won't see the final dances until we start getting new equipment. Is this a game console? I see you recognize it. Could this be a game device from your world? I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. I see. Well, I suppose coincidences like that can't be expected. Back on topic, this computer game machine is called the Pepinut Mark. While investigating the interstices of space-time, I happened to find data on a game machine from another world. I see. There's a cute penguin jumping around on the screen. Oh, right, that was the only game I found. It's called Apocalypse Pepin. Is Pepin this penguin's name? Yes, it appears you really don't know about this. I know. What about you? Do you know anything about Pepin? Let's see. Does it speak unexpectedly harshly? Amazing. According to the manual, Pepin is a rough talker. Wait, really? Yes, this game really may be something from your world. But that means that Pepin can speak in a human language? Yes, it appears so. At least according to the explanation in the manual. Pepin is a mysterious creature that can speak in human languages and is an idol to the people. Many tourists came to see Pepin due to his graceful conduct and cuteness. It sounds friendly. However, it does not act this way out of love towards humans. By acting pleasantly, it is given his favorite snack called Pepin crackers. That's all. It sounds like an unexpected calculating penguin. But seeing a cute penguin like this acting pleasantly would make me want to give it lots of treats. There's no mistaking that you are the type of person Pepin loves to fool. Ah, Quantum Spinner. Okay, the Quantum Spinner is complete. What a cute model satellite! Yes, even a rough satellite looks quite cute when built in palm size. But this isn't a model. It really can raise high into the sky and has the functionality to remain there. Wait, something like that small can do that? Well, the time it remains active is quite limited due to miniaturization, and has various other restrictions. You also need someone to throw it when launching it. Sounds like you really would need a strong arm to do that. It's just taking the place of a launch catapult, so you don't need much strength. As long as you give it momentum, the satellite can activate its engines and do the rest. It uses a human-powered catapult for launch. You come up with a whole lot for this. I wouldn't make this size otherwise. Well, would it fail if you didn't throw it well? You don't need to throw it straight. As long as you throw it even slightly upwards, it can take care of the rest. It won't work if you throw it directly horizontal or downwards, but people with that lack of control are rare. I'm a little worried. I'll give you a ball to practice with, so try throwing it upwards 10 times a day to train yourself. Eon's not that bad at sports. I mean, she eventually was able to swim 50 meters after lots of training and being helped by a robot, but we don't talk about that. Right, wave converter, which is one of the more normal items for Sarly, at least. I only took a quick look, so I could be wrong, but depending on how this is used, it could be scary, right? You can tell that much? Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a simple wave rectification machine at first, but it would be scary if mass-produced. Well, it would be more appropriate to say it's a wave converter rather than a rectifier. Speaking with you is fun in a way that's different from speaking with Shirotaka. But really, I think you're giving me too much credit. I don't tell lies or pointless flattery. You're truly blessed, being able to always be together with Yanasal. Yep, I don't have the knowledge to keep up, though. In other words, when you stop at an inn, you don't have exciting conversations about machines. And now that you mention it, we never really go into much detail. It's like talking with a regular person. I can't really talk about anything too sensitive. I see. It would be nice if there was something you could do about that. But I still have a lot of fun every day, knowing there's someone who understands me. Still, while this may be a little scary, I personally like to see it mass-produced. If it's possible to use this to invade another world, I can modify it to only be useful for peaceful purposes. Like a death ray! You want to look for ways to modify it while mass-producing it? Yes, it's rather fun to build this machine, so I wouldn't get tired of it regardless of how many I build. I can slowly modify them as I go along, one by one. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. It could also be fun to build it together with you. Perhaps I should explain this a little more for our friend who doesn't know about such things. He was listening to our conversation, so I don't think it's necessary. I see. Yes, you're right. It would be rude to explain it any simpler than this. I probably don't want to know, either. It's okay, it's lottery. I know this one on the Lock Talk topic. Deco Harem's lottery. Okay. Yanasal, you seem to be staring at this quite seriously. Is there something bothering you? Oh, sorry, I was just kind of spacing out. This is something similar to the device used for Schrodinger's cat, right? Schrodinger? What does that mean? There was a box, and inside there was one cat. There was a question of what would happen to the cat if poison gas was released in the box. That's interesting. That's almost exactly the same story that I told Delta and Cass. Where did you hear this? In my world. It's the most famous story used to illustrate quantum mechanics and observation. Anybody knows what Schrodinger's cat is, even without knowing about quantum mechanics. What a fascinating world. I'd like to go there sometime. Anyway, it seems we need to explain exactly what this item is. Our friend here seems confused. Alright, when you open this box, it's made to display either a piece of paper with win or lose written on it. But you don't know which one it is until you open the box to check, right? This helps illustrate quantum mechanics. According to quantum mechanics, as long as you don't see the inside, you don't know what the result is. Even if you close it immediately after getting a win, you no longer know what's inside until you open it again. Since you don't know what you'll get until you open it, you can think of it as a deck of herons lottery. That way of thinking might be a good place to start. You understand it now? Yeah, I'll just nod. Oh, it's good that you understand. You might have some prior knowledge of quantum mechanics and physics. I'd like to have a nice talk with you sometime, too. Well, I'll just leave it at that. Alright, you got your Q umbrella. Lots of machines. Still, that's a really cool design. I love that. Huh? Is this an IAQ umbrella? It seems you remembered. Yes, this is a human portable version of an IAQ umbrella, used in the past to protect colonies from waves. I guess you can build this because of technology these days? Yes, the technology at the time we were on Rossiella was not advanced enough to build them this small. It can only be built in the present. This technology would have given people much hope back then. Yeah, I think so too. If we had these back then, everyone could have lived their lives up being in constant fear. I understand how you feel, but we can't help that. We can't change the past. You realize that as well, don't you? Yeah, I do. So, what's this ionization umbrella used for? Oh, right, we're not in Rostiella, so there aren't waves to worry about. IAQ umbrellas aren't just used for defending against waves. They can protect against light attacks and blasts from enemies. Wait, really? I suppose it may have been better to build it in the shape of a shield, but by building it as an umbrella, it can be used on rainy days too. I figured it would be convenient to have it used in daily life. I think it's convenient, but it also seems like a waste of technology. Intrinsic tube. One of the most basic items, and this is probably going to be Eon's favorite. The performance of this seems the same as an ordinary vacuum tube, but something's different. I suppose even you can't tell just by looking. Don't tease me, just tell me. Okay, then, I'll explain it. You know how there are many types and standards among commonly used vacuum tubes? This vacuum tube has high compatibility, so you can use it without worrying about differences. Wait, really? That sounds really convenient. Sounds like you understand too. What do you think, Yanasol? I think it's really convenient too. It's pretty annoying how there are so many different standards, yet the performance is all the same. Yes, it's so annoying that I can barely stand it. It's so bothersome that I sometimes have the urge to modify machines to use any vacuum tube at all. I know exactly how you feel. I created this intrinsic tube to do away with that annoyance. With this, you'll never have to worry about incompatible standards ever again. This is a great invention, Sarly. I guess we just have to start mass production. That's a little difficult. Wait, why? It's unexpectedly difficult to build in order to attain such compatibility. Just making this one took over 10 times the work hours and cost compared to a normal vacuum tube. That much? Also, you realize how many vacuum tubes are required to build a single machine, right? They're used in individual parts too, so it requires hundreds, if not thousands, of complicated machines. I guess there are just no easy shortcuts in this world. I thought it was a good idea, but it seems time and money just can't be avoided when building machines. Ah, the unopenable Neuro key. See how Eon reacts to this one. I made it again. Is this a Neuro key lock without a head? Wait! A Neuro key lock! A Neuro key! A Neuro key! A Neuro key! Oh, you're clever. Really? Well, I'm a little happy you said that as well. This lock and key set is known as the unopenable Neuro key. But you said you made it again, and it sounded like you weren't too thrilled. Why's that? Don't you understand just from seeing a headless Neuro key? Well, that's true, but... Oh, Neuro key's head is on his key, so that means... there it is! There's a hole for the key on his butt! That's right. To solve this lock, first you need to stick Neuro key's head through its butt. It's terrible. No, it sounds really fun! That's not fun at all. I'm regretting making this. What's so fun about sticking his head through its butt? Sarly, calm down! Sorry for losing control, but that's not all. There's something even more terrible about the Neuro key. There's still more? Yanasol, try turning that key. Okay, like this? Hey, the key broke! Neuro key was complete, but now his neck is all bent and broken in a weird angle. That's how it's supposed to be. It's now impossible to open the lock using that key. If you need to open the lock again, next you stick this other key into Neuro key's stomach, and that's enough already. It's just a lock, but I'm getting really scared. Yeah, I was already at my mental limit after seeing Neuro key's neck break. I wonder if I can put this on the market. Kids would cry if they saw it. Oh, Genowave gear. We made... This is probably one of the most required items in a lot of other recipes. I had to buy like 50 or 60 of these for the mass synthesis preparation. Sarly, is this a helmet? Well, it's something that you wear on your head, but I don't recommend using it as a regular helmet. I know that. If you did that, the vacuum tube could break. Also, why is there a vacuum tube stuck to the helmet? I thought you would get a general idea just by seeing the vacuum tube stuck to a helmet. To explain it simply, this stimulates the brain and increases processing speed by several times. I call it the Gunarm gear. Are you surprised? You can do that with a vacuum tube? It's not done using only vacuum tubes. For starters, the interior of the helmet is lined with electrodes and other things to stimulate the brain. Wow, unlike the outside, looking at the inside is a little scary. Is this really safe to wear? You say it stimulates the brain, but does that have any adverse effects later? I attached the vacuum tube so that doesn't happen. It monitors the brain of the person wearing it, adjusting the stimulation strength, and it can shut it down too. That's why there's no need to worry. I feel better after hearing that, but I'm surprised it's possible to increase processing speed of the brain with a helmet like this. It can be useful during battle or while reading a thick book. Yes, those are good uses for it. You can process enemy movements quickly, and you can read books 3 times faster, so you can read more. But could the body keep up with the brain in combat? Oh, I see. Even if the brain is stimulated, the body is still just like normal, right? Yes, that's the biggest problem. So, you thought of a way to overcome that while making this? No, I figured that rather than remodel this, you can simply train your bodies to be able to keep up. Isn't that far simpler to train your body than your brain? I don't really think that's comparable. Satellite launcher. Can we use this to throw that other satellite up into the air? Alright, skip that while you stretch for a little bit. Sarly, is this launch platform for geostationary satellites? As I expected, Yamasaw. That's correct. This is the geostationary satellite orbital launcher apparatus. I knew it. That means we can't use this here, can we? You realize that as well. Is it because we're inside a moving spacecraft? As expected of Yamasaw's partner. That's correct. We're inside of the Sarly, a spacecraft. It's not a rotating planet. There's no point to that satellite. That's because it's impossible to establish a geostationary orbit, right? That's right. I didn't even realize it until it was too late. But the fact you created a geostationary satellite means you use a lot of high-tech materials, right? Couldn't you just use this to make something else in that case? I see. If I took parts from this, they could be useful when building something else. There's no use just letting it collect dust. It would be far better to utilize it that way. Yeah, but it would be nice to be able to launch something like this sometime. That's a very normal conversation, but let's see if I and Show Oracle is any weirder.